No, I choose people who don't want to be written about, on the whole, whose lives are shrouded in mystery, and they want to hide their secrets, and I just love digging away to find out what they don't want us to know.
In honor of her birthday, there is a theory that's been out there for a while. It's been floating around. Royal fans are convinced Meghan Markle is lying about her age.
Meghan Markle recently celebrated a milestone birthday, marking 45 years of life, a moment that should have been filled with joy and celebration. But beneath the surface, something feels a bit off. For quite some time now, whispers and speculation have been swirling around the true story behind Meghan's age. That's where Tom Bower, a well-known biographer, and Samantha Markle, Meghan's half-sister, come into the picture. Both have stirred the pot by questioning whether Meghan's 45th birthday is the full truth, or if there's more hidden beneath the surface. They suggest that Meghan may be keeping some important details under wraps, details that might shift how we understand her past. And now, with the recent birthday festivities bringing attention back to the subject, Tom and Samantha are shining a spotlight on those age-related claims once again. Stay tuned until the very end, because some of the information and inconsistencies about Meghan's age could surprise you.
I'm joined by Tom Bower, author of Revenge, Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors, the defining book on Meghan Markle's very brief history as a working royal. Revenge is a forensic assessment of Meghan's character and her ruthless ambition, cementing Bower's reputation as one of today's leading investigative biographers.
You would think that she would remember how old exactly she was. And we're going to see throughout this video that there are quite a few landmark moments that Meghan Markle clearly gets wrong. So I have to ask, is this woman crazy? Is she that much of a liar? Or is there something deeper?
And they might even make you reconsider the entire timeline you thought you knew. For years, Meghan Markle's exact age has been a topic of discussion, and now, with voices like Tom Bower and Samantha Markle joining in, the mystery feels more compelling than ever. Meghan's half-sister has once again been pulled into the spotlight, adding another layer to the ongoing conversations surrounding Meghan's life. Enter Tom Bower, a well-known royal biographer who has dedicated years, literally decades, to uncovering the hidden stories within the royal family. His deep dive into their world has resulted in several eye-opening books, including one that focuses on the intriguing journey of Harry and Meghan. Among his works, Revenge Times took the book world by storm, becoming a bestseller thanks to its gripping and often revealing content. A notable section of the book unpacks how Meghan transformed from a Hollywood actress into a central figure of the British monarchy, a transition that captivated the world but didn't come without controversy.
This is a copy of 17 magazine, and it was published in March of 1997. In it, it mentions our Megsy is from Los Angeles and that she was 21 years old at the time of publication. That would make her birth year at around 1976. However, why is it saying here she was born 5 years later in 1981? Is she 42 years old, or is she closer to 47 years old?
These are two real imposters, and what is really annoying is that we shouldn't have to in any way admire what they're doing in Dusseldorf, because they have wrecked with all their lies. The lies on Oprah Winfrey, the lies in Spare, the lies that Harry said in his interviews about his father and his brother.
Bower's portrayal didn't shy away from criticism, painting some aspects of Meghan's story in a light that sparked intense debate. One persistent mystery that continues to fuel speculation involves Meghan's age. Over time, discrepancies in official records and timelines have surfaced, prompting curiosity and confusion among observers. Despite these swirling questions, Meghan herself has consistently stood by her official birth year, 1981, firmly refuting rumors or doubts about this detail. This ongoing tug-of-war over basic facts adds a fascinating, almost puzzling layer to an already complex narrative when it comes to the deeper truths behind the headlines. Meghan Markle's exact birth date and age have sparked a surprising amount of debate, fueled by some older documents and online records that don't seem to line up perfectly. This discrepancy has led curious observers to wonder if there might be more to the story. Could Meghan actually be a few years older than she officially states? Or was some early information about her simply reported differently? One of the most talked about examples comes from a 1997 issue of 17 magazine.
Of course, for a woman over 40 in Hollywood, there's not much of a future usually on the screen.
Gosh, harsh.
So what is going on here? Why the secrecy around this woman's birth certificate? Why the secrecy? Why the mistakes in age that are so blatant for others? And you know what? This is like her education in university, that she claims that she double major in international relations and theater, when Northwestern has never given a major in international relations.
In this publication, Meghan was reportedly listed as being 21 years old at the time. Doing the math based on that detail would place her birth year around 1976. But Meghan has consistently maintained that she was born in 1981, which means there's a clear 5-year gap between these two pieces of information. This inconsistency leaves us with a compelling question. Which is the accurate birth year, the one Meghan officially shares with the public, or the one indicated by this long-ago magazine feature? The mystery deepens as we dig further. The magazine inconsistency was soon overshadowed by a new controversy involving Meghan's IMDb profile. At one point during her acting journey, her IMDb page apparently listed a birth year that didn't match the date found on her official biography. This disparity caught the attention of fans and critics alike, sparking curiosity and suspicion. When a public figure's timeline seems inconsistent, it naturally raises eyebrows and invites deeper scrutiny. That's exactly when Tom Bower's perspective on the Hollywood age game came into sharp focus. Bower has long emphasized how much the entertainment industry can hinge on age, because casting decisions frequently revolve around fitting actors into specific age brackets. Being perceived as younger isn't just about vanity. It can seriously impact the range of roles an actor is offered, shaping their entire career trajectory.
It wasn't just about one lie. You know, somebody say people embellish their resumes, people throw out little lies here and there, and they get questioned, they get challenged. But when it is on continuum, and it doesn't need to be, you have to wonder what the motive is. To watch, because like everything, it's lie upon lie upon lie.
Age in this high-stakes world becomes less about reality and more about marketability, defining how an actor is packaged and sold in a highly competitive arena. Casting decisions often hinge on very specific details, especially when producers seek an actor who fits a particular age or profile for a role. So, when Meghan's birth year seems to shift inconsistently across various stages of her career, it immediately prompts a closer, more careful look into her professional timeline. This raises an important question. Were these differences simply harmless administrative mix-ups, common in the industry, or was there a more intentional reason behind them? Adding to the intrigue, Tom Bower highlights another puzzling aspect: Meghan's educational background. Meghan attended Northwestern University, completing her degree in 2003. Based on the birth year she publicly shares, this would place her at about 22 years old upon graduation, which aligns with typical university timelines. But Bower points out that some details about her time at Northwestern don't quite fit cleanly within the broader timeline he's pieced together, suggesting there might be more layers to uncover about this phase of her life and how it connects to her overall story. Take a closer look at the university photos that have sparked so much curiosity and debate. Bower, digging deep into Meghan's university days, meticulously examined these images, paying special attention to the ages of those standing by her side. His analysis didn't stop at just the pictures.
Because, just to give you another example, she claims that she was 13 years of age when she started to work for Humphrey Yogurt, in spite of the fact that Humphrey Yogurt has said that they have never employed anybody at age 13. Number two, she claims that when she started working at Humphrey Yogurt, she ran into Yasmin Bleeth, and that she congratulated Yasmin Bleeth for her deodorant commercial. Yasmin Bleeth didn't do that deodorant commercial until 1997. So Meghan Markle is off by a few years there. 1997, she would have been 16 or 17 years old.
It hinged on the subtle clues hidden in the faces and demeanor of her classmates. Many observers quickly noticed something intriguing. Several students around Meghan seemed noticeably older than her, and that detail alone stirred up questions about the authenticity of the timeline. Into this swirling conversation entered Samantha Markle, Meghan's half-sister, whose presence has added a new layer of intensity to the unfolding story. Because of their shared family ties, Samantha has become a key voice whenever people want to talk about Meghan's early years, her family background, or even the mystery surrounding her age. When Samantha took a moment to do the math herself, calculating the age difference between her and Meghan, she reportedly began to feel uneasy. The numbers didn't quite align with what she remembered. Just for context, Samantha was born in 1964, while Meghan's official birth year is listed as 1981. This amounts to a substantial age gap, stretching over 17 years, which has fueled even more speculation about how the family's timeline and personal memories reconcile. There's a striking 17-year gap separating the two sisters, Samantha and Meghan, which already sets the stage for some intriguing family dynamics. Samantha has openly shared stories from their childhood and offered insights into their family life.
So, is Megsy lying about her age? Well, when you Google her, it says right here that she's born on 4th of August 1981. And as of the release of this video, with today being her birthday, she's 42 years old now. But is this true? There's a rumour that she's actually older than what she actually claims to be.
But here's where things get complicated. Some of Samantha's recollections don't quite line up with the narratives Meghan has shared publicly, painting a picture that feels somewhat inconsistent. This discrepancy has led Samantha to openly question the accuracy of Meghan's version of events, especially regarding her early years and the timeline she's described. Amidst this unfolding tension, Thomas Markle, Meghan's father, was pulled into the conversation, especially concerning the specifics of Meghan's birth year. When asked directly about it, rather than providing a clear, straightforward answer, Thomas reportedly told Tom Bower to check the records for confirmation. This vague response raised eyebrows for many, as one might expect a father to know such a fundamental detail without hesitation. Yet, without any further proof or documentation emerging, that single moment of uncertainty simply fuels speculation. It doesn't offer definitive answers by itself. This doesn't actually prove that Meghan's age has been altered or deliberately concealed. Instead, it just adds another layer of mystery to the larger conversation about her timeline. Over time, Meghan has also found herself under the microscope because of certain stories she shared about her early years. One memorable example is when she mentioned working at Humphrey Yogurt, a popular frozen yogurt shop, during her childhood. But when people looked into that, questions immediately came up about whether the company even hired employees as young as she claimed. This mismatch between her story and the company's hiring policies only deepened the uncertainty surrounding her past. It's a small but intriguing piece of the puzzle that makes fans wonder about the real timeline of her youth. And that's just one instance. There's yet another example often brought up in these ongoing debates about Meghan's childhood recollections. On one occasion, one notable moment that has sparked a fair bit of speculation was when Meghan recalled meeting actress Yasmin Bleeth and praised her for those memorable deodorant commercials. On the surface, this might seem like a simple, innocent detail, but as observers dug deeper, questions began to emerge about whether the timing of those ads actually lined up with the period Meghan described. This discrepancy didn't outright prove that Meghan was being dishonest, it's important to stress that, but it certainly fueled ongoing discussions about the reliability of some parts of her early life stories. If we look closely at the bigger picture, some of the more extraordinary claims Meghan made could mean that her actual age when she first stepped foot in Hollywood might have been somewhat different from what the public has been told all along. In fact, a number of voices in the conversation have speculated that Meghan could have been closer to 30 rather than her early 20s during key moments in her acting journey. If we follow the trail of speculation further, it opens up even more questions about her timeline and the path that brought her to fame. When we consider these possibilities, the narrative around Meghan's early career becomes a lot more complex and intriguing. When Meghan Markle married Prince Harry in 2018, The story we all heard was that she was 36 years old. But what if that wasn't the whole truth? Imagine if, for some reason, she was actually older than that, maybe by a few years. If that were ever confirmed, it would completely rewrite the timeline we thought we knew about her journey from Hollywood starlet to royal family member. Suddenly, the carefully crafted narrative about her modern young bride image stepping into the British monarchy wouldn't feel quite the same. It would also make us question how her age was represented throughout her acting career and whether the media played a part in shaping a specific image of her. This brings us to a fascinating question. Could Meghan Markle be keeping her true age a secret? We want to hear what you think. Drop your take in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more intriguing stories, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.